to the podcast, everyone. I am your host, Chatmendy, along with my co-host, Gavin Modrizel.
Yes.
All right, and today we will be talking about the departure of Julio Jones from the Atlanta Falcons, his most likely destinations, and where we'll think that's not where we think he's going to end up. I'm a professional, folks. As you can see here, we will be watching the Falcons. As you can tell, no Julio Jones. Where'd Julio Jones go? Well, you see, Arthur Smith, coach of the Atlanta Falcons, realized that there aren't many players like Julio, so they sent him to some sort of laboratory, and it went terribly wrong. They tried to clone him, but all of them escaped, including the original Julio. So if we look around the league, on the Patriots, bang, the original Julio Jones.
Cordell Patterson is on the Falcons.
Yes, Cordell Patterson is on the Falcons.
Oh no, Julio.
And then Julio Jones. This one's a little disfigured. Don't mind this Julio Jones on the Ravens. And we go to the Titans. What other team did I put Julio on? Julio Jones. That's Colts.
Please multiply.
There are 4 Julio Jones. There was almost more than 4 Julio Jones. So I thought about making a 5th one, but I didn't. So as you can see, there are a lot of Julio Jones. And I'm in control. I'm going to talk louder.
Oh no, the Julios.
Oh no, the Julios. Dang you, text-to-speech. Anyway, we're here with the Falcons. This team looks rather rough.
Yeah, it is.
Especially without that Julio guy, as the text-to-speech bot keeps saying. If we look at the right side of this offensive line...
Who is the mad scientist that did this?
Who is the mad scientist that did this? Well, you see, he does this thing where he makes clones of himself. So, they thought maybe if they made clones of another person, it would work. I am personally a clone made by that person.
True.
Actually, a lot of things are clones made by that person. Like, if you look outside every once in a while, if you see a weird looking light pole, that's another clone. That one went wrong. I'm Mach 1. Or at least I've been told I'm Mach 1. And yeah. Anyway, so here is the Falcons. Their offensive line's terrible. They have Kyle Pitts, good for them. They have Julio, but again, I gave him Superstar X Factor. You can't stop me. And
I know what he means to you.
And Richie Grant is also on this team. He's pretty much the only other free agent of note. Although there are going to be a free agent. Rookies of note, even though there are going to be 4 starting. I gave him star development. I don't know why his is hidden and Kyle Pitts isn't. There's also these two, Jalen Mayfield, who was a 3rd-round pick, who I didn't really even like coming out of Michigan. He's going to play guard. Thought that was weird. And then I don't really know who Drew Dalman is. But he's their starting center after Alex Mack left, so good for them. This team, what'd they do in free agency? Laquan Treadwell's on this team? Sorry, I got distracted.
This team's weird.
Anyway, they signed Mike Davis and Cordell Patterson. They just love ex-Bears players to play running back, I suppose. Even though Cordell Patterson will probably not play running back, and he shouldn't have in the first place. Russell Gage is on this team. Calvin Ridley is probably going to be the only player you should get used to seeing here. What else did they do? Has Ron Harmon always been on this team? Yeah, I feel like he's been on this team for a couple of years now.
No.
Probably.
I don't know. What else is new? No, nothing else here is new, is it? Fasade Okun. Foster Moreau might be new. Other than that, this team's kind of awful. But how could we forget the true focal point of this team? Young Waiku.
The only star on this team.
Damn.
He has a bright future ahead of him. And here's the specialist
He's
if you
kicking
care.
a lot
now.
of field goals when Julio can't score anymore.
We will be.
I'm out of ideas.
All right. So now that we're done with the stupid Madden portion of this, right? Let's zoom to the offseason. Julio Jones has appeared. I don't think he's disgruntled with Atlanta. I don't think that's what's going on here. I just don't think he thinks Atlanta's a winning team at the moment. And
Which he's not wrong.
have you seen that defense? I just showed it to you. It's not good. He's 32. That's like prime decline year for wide receiver, as the Chiefs demolished the Saints in the Super Bowl. And I'm gonna look at the stats of the Julios. Well, I don't know what to bring this up.
All the Julios.
All the Julios. I'll first look at these players. He was requested a trade. I don't know if he was tricked. I don't know what that was. I'm not gonna throw any allegations out there. But he confirmed he requested a trade on live television.
Yes, he did.
So I believe he probably. What the fuck?
Russell Gage.
No, I'm talking about Jack Doyle. Anyway.
I see.
So Julio Jones has requested a trade. Now, the Falcons' original asking price was a first round pick this year. This upcoming, the 2022 first round pick. What the fuck? Moving on.
Come on, batsman.
So
Derrick Henry getting in there too.
I didn't even see that. So oh Jesus Christ, that's a lot. I'm pretty sure I remember hearing something about him saying like the Patriots and the Titans were the teams he was like highly considering, if I remember correctly, or he would like to go to those teams. Those were two teams he'd be good with going to. And the other two teams I put in here are the Colts, who have been trying to get Julio Jones, and I feel like that could just be because of Pat McAfee talking about it, and that's why people are talking about it, because Pat McAfee wants it. It could just not be happening at all, for all we know.
Who knows? None of this could be happening. It could be a big smoke screen. They're trading Calvin Ridley.
Big smoke screen. They're trading Kyle Pitts. And the New England Patriots. Well, I already said the New England Patriots. I meant the Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens.
Whatever. Who cares? It's because it's a disfigured Julio Jones. All right. So don't ask why all the Julio Jones I made are 6'4". So Julio Jones.
Apparently, Colts Julio Jones did the worst.
Yeah, because Jack Doyle, I guess. Anyway. Hey, you guys want to see a fun magic trick? How much do you want to bet Julio Jones won Offensive Rookie of the Year? Oh, he didn't. Did Julio Jones finish it all?
10.
Wow, Julio Jones wasn't even in an Offensive Rookie of the Year. Damn.
Interesting.
Did any Julio Jones make it in Wide Receiver of the Year? I should just finish the story before I keep talking. Put the controller down, Greg. Finish the story. Finish your thought. All right. Julio Jones wants out. There's a 5th team and a 6th team in the running that I didn't make, being the Niners and allegedly the Rams. The Rams
I just really makes much sense.
I don't know where the Rams are gonna pull this money out of. I mean, they've already done it once. I don't think they can do it again. The Niners, I think, could happen, and I don't know how they'd do it though. I'm sure they've submitted an offer, and I'm sure they probably offered like their second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round pick next year.
But that's true. I forgot about that. They don't have a first round pick.
Yeah, neither do the Rams, and neither do the Colts. The Colts also do not have a first round pick next year.
Interesting.
Like, or the 2022 season. Those three teams do not have a first round pick. Which is going to bring me to a point I'll be talking about later. But, so, in theory, if you want to cross these teams out because they don't have a first round pick, then whatever. It's not, I can tell you right now, it's not going to be for a 2022 first round pick.
I know where Eagles trade for him.
Alright. So, the other three teams, Titans, Ravens, Patriots. I'll talk about the Ravens last because they've really only been favored in this conversation for about a week. Like, not even a week. It's like the last 2 days maybe. The Ravens have really... Same with the Rams. So, the Ravens... Nope, that's not what I'm talking about. The Titans, since the announcement of Julio Jones, them still looking for an offer for Julio Jones. A bunch of Titans players have really campaigned going for Julio Jones, including the likes of Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown. Derrick Henry with a tweet that made it seem like he was on the team already, which was really weird. And then A.J. Brown with a really funny TikTok.
You know, Derrick Henry has that power. He could just kind of make it happen.
If you don't listen to him, he's running into John Robinson's office and stiff-arming him out the building. The Titans would need him because they lost Corey Davis, and their second best receiver is Josh Reynolds. And the Patriots would need him because they're a team trying to contend. Bill's given up the philosophy of next man up. If we can't pay you, we have someone to replace you. He's given up on that. Instead, he's going, well, if you're on the team, I mean, you have a lot of, but you're really good at football, so you're gonna come in, type of deal. And Bill Belichick has done this before with a high-profile receiver. Let's not forget, he traded a fourth-round pick for Randy Moss in
2006.
Oh. Well, I mean,
it's 2006.
Research guy, get on that. That's you. So, it's very possible he does it. Now, the Ravens have their picks. Now, I'm going to tell you why it's not a 22 first-round pick in a moment, but they have it in theory if that is the offer.
You're right.
They really need a wide receiver on that team. Their number one option is either going to be Hollywood Brown again, or Sammy Watkins, who was barely the third option in Kansas City. Granted, they have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, but he was just an okay option there.
I mean, Sammy Watkins is a week one beast. Let's not forget about that. But
he's not you get Julio Jones in there, maybe put Hollywood in the slot. I don't know. Devin Duvernay. I like Devin Duvernay more than I like Hollywood. Hollywood is just a first round pick, so he's probably gonna get talked more. But I like Devin Duvernay more. He has showed more potential. Hollywood has just shown that he can run streaks. Which reminds me of a certain other fast player that got drafted highly because of his speed, named John Ross.
What happened to him?
He's on the Giants now, I think.
He is on the Giants, yes. They got a weird thing going on over there, but we're not going to talk about that.
Who knows what their receiving how they're going to line up at receiver. I'm curious to see how that works. I don't know. I think they're probably going to put Slayton in the slot. Shepard on the other side, maybe. and just makes
But they also gotta get Tony in there.
Tony will probably rotate in the slot. I don't know. Maybe they'll just throw they'll throw one of them at tight end and hope they can catch better than their Pro Bowl tight end.
Sterling Shepard changed his number to 3, so he's probably heading out soon.
Oh, you get him out of there.
But yeah. All right, let's get back on topic.
All right, so those are the 6 teams that are in the highest contention. Of course, there's going to be people saying, the Packers. Well, the Packers are too preoccupied with other things at the moment. I don't think a trade for Julio Jones is really going to be in the works. Sorry to ruin your day.
Aaron Rodgers flies out of a hat towards Atlanta.
But that'd be wild. Aaron Rodgers for Julio Jones. That'd be wild. As Cordell Patterson's already gone from this team.
That'd ruin Atlanta. Let's be honest, though. Like, their cap would die more than it already is dead.
Yeah, because then they'd have Aaron Rodgers and Matt Ryan. Someone's going to play receiver now. All right. So, out of those teams, I think it's most likely going to be Colts, Pats, Ravens. And you're like, why do you say the Colts? You said they don't have their first round pick. Well, you see, allegedly, according to ESPN, the Falcons have received an offer for a future first. Now, which of these 3 teams doesn't have a first round pick next season? Indy. Well, maybe. They might still have it. No, they don't have their third round pick. They don't have their first, right? They don't.
It's
conditional. They might not have
a conditional pick to where if they
I don't think they
make
can
the playoffs,
trade it.
Then
yeah. I don't think they can trade it. So that's why Indy's there. Could be Tennessee. They could still be in the running. They're an outside shot, and the Rams are gone. I don't understand why they had the second highest betting odds. It made no sense to me. But they were there.
So, looking cap-wise, so Julio Jones' cap hit after he gets traded.
$15
I'm not
million.
exactly sure. It's around $15 million. So, the teams I've mentioned, so that's the Patriots, the Colts, the Ravens, the Rams, Titans, and 49ers. The Patriots have $16 million in cap room, so they have the money to take that in. The Niners have $17 million. The Colts have $15 million. Ravens are a little below that. They're at 10. But then there's the Titans at 3 and the Rams at 7. So for them to make that move, they'd have to get rid of a lot of assets to get there. And I don't think it's worth it for the Rams at least.
Ooh, it looks like Titans Julio Jones didn't return to the Titans.
Oh no. Des Fitzpatrick's their top receiver.
Oh, did you see Russell Gage again? You want to see Russell Gage again?
Sure.
I think, personally, it's going to be the Patriots.
It'll probably be the Patriots.
I think it's most likely between the Patriots and Colts. Yeah, he is Julio Jones. They didn't need him, apparently. They have Russell Gage.
Yeah. He's playing better than Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts.
I feel like the actual Julio Jones has been really consistent.
Yeah.
So, hold on. I'm going to go on a hunt and find this other Julio Jones. In the meantime, you talk about what you think about Julio Jones.
So, as I just mentioned the salary cap stuff, I think the Patriots are the lead runner here. I feel they have the easiest situation. They have the picks to give up, and Bill is kind of looking like it's a win-now mode, even though they are kind of rebuilding. But there's also the rumors of Stephon Gilmore getting traded, and I feel with him possibly being an asset for them to trade, the Falcons need defense, and that'd be a big asset to them. And
Gronk's
that
on the
just
Bengals. Sorry, I just had to interrupt
what?
you. Gronk's on the Bengals. I don't know what to tell you. All right, continue. Sorry, I got distracted.
Okay, okay. Um, so I think the Colts kind of make sense, but I also feel like they aren't going to do it because I don't know. The Colts don't like making big off-season moves most of the time. Um, I kind of like the Niners doing it. I feel like they really need a wide receiver, just like the Ravens, but they also have the money to do it more so than the Ravens, and
I
they
just
don't
don't
need to
think
pay.
they have the first round pick to do it.
They don't have the first round pick to do it, yes, but I feel like they have the money to do it, and they have a Jimmy Garoppolo that they need to get out of there somehow, and they just do some weird shenanigans and come out of it with Julio Jones, but it'll probably be the Patriots.
Yeah, it's probably the Patriots. Also, there's a possibility Titans Julio Jones retired.
Uh,
Yeah, Titans Julio Jones has retired.
a very long career on the Titans, just like all other Hall of Fame receivers that play on the Titans for a year.
Randy Moss, Andre Johnson was there.
They enjoy their time. Uh,
They have a blast. Leave them alone. I'm gonna give a case though, so we don't agree. I'm gonna force an argument. I'm podcasting. I I think there's a high likelihood it could be the Colts, and I'm gonna say why. Because the Colts just feel like the type of team that would do that. You know? Actually, no, I'm lying to myself. It's not the Colts at all. Okay, I'm gonna make an argument for the Ravens because that makes more sense in my head. Because the Colts are just a team that always put in offers, but I don't. I think the
yeah,
Colts have
the
this.
Colts never make a real run for things. They're just kind of like,
I
yeah, we'll
think.
pretend to be here.
I think they make an attempt, but I don't think they tend to have the ambition.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a case for the Ravens. Oh yeah, here he is. Here's wide receiver Julio Jones retires after 2 years. Absolute stud. Let's go. Let's go. 10 years now.
Saw two. Oh, Richard Sherman on the football team retired too.
Good for him. All right. I think the Ravens are desperate to try and get something now while Lamar Jackson's on his rookie contract, because that is the prime time frame to win a Super Bowl. If you don't have to pay your quarterback high money, and you can just load up your roster by paying other positions and other high quality players, you're set. Look what the Chiefs did when Patrick Mahomes was on his rookie deal. When he won the Super Bowl, he was getting paid like $5 million and playing like the best quarterback in the league. Like, it's the same thing the Cardinals are doing. They're not doing it as well, but we'll see how that goes.
We'll get older.
They took high quality players as who was good in like 2012.
Back when the Cardinals were good for a bit.
I don't know if they were good anyway.
They were all right in 2012, I think.
I don't remember who the Ravens pass rushers currently are. I know they
have Calais Campbell.
It's not really a pass rusher.
Pernell McPhee.
I don't think he's there anymore. He might not.
I think he's still there. And then Titus Bowser, I think, is their other one.
And they don't have something great at edge, so obviously their corners are right. Marcus Peters is a really boomer bust player. He's either gonna get burnt he's gonna get burnt, or he's gonna have an interception. It's just kind of how it goes with him. They have an up and coming linebacking core. I'm gonna give that to them, as in I just like Patrick Queen. They just really need to give Lamar Jackson someone to throw to. That's what they desperately need. He's never had that. I'm not.
Andrews is not a number one receiver.
No matter how much Bill Belichick in 2011 would tell you. Hey Bill, I know I'm not allowed to have any say in the team, but can we please? I want a receiver to throw to. No, Tom. Get back out there. Keep throwing to Gronk. Okay, sorry, Dad. And he proceeds to go on to lose to the Giants in the Super Bowl. So
Eli Manning.
And Eli Jr. now. The Ravens, I feel, should have put in a much higher offer than they probably did if they didn't get him. If they're the team that put in that future first, and that's probably the offer that's going to be accepted. Unless Julio says, not that one, but I still want to be gone, so I'll pick a different one. It's probably going to be that for that future first. So, I think, in all reality, that's going to be Colts, Pats, Ravens. I think Colts wouldn't put in a first-round pick. They'd probably do like a conditional fourth where if they make the Super Bowl, they'll give them 4 first-round picks in the future because that just seems like the Colts type of thing to do. I think the Pats are willing to go all in. And I think the Ravens should be in the mindset right now to go all in.
They should, but you never know.
They could just trade for another running back.
Nah, the Ravens. No. They're not trading for. They're obviously going after I don't know, Christian Kirk or someone like.
Poor Christian Kirk. I
Well,
remember there was
yeah.
talks. I think DeAndre Hopkins made a push for Julio. Right?
Yeah, the Cardinals aren't
And
getting
people, yeah, that'd be stupid though. That I would love to watch that team. But Christian Kirk would
AJ
get buried
Green
in
him. Yeah, AJ Green becomes good again. Just
There's literally becoming a 2010s All-Star team. That's their entire goal. They'll bring back Carson Palmer in his decrepit old age, probably about to break another ankle or leg. But he injured something a lot. Was it shoulder?
shoulder. I think it was shoulder. I could be wrong. I'm looking it up.
I know Matt Stafford just has everything wrong with him. He injured his back, shoulder, arm, leg, everything.
I mean, that's just Detroit.
Same with Carson Wentz. He tore an ACL, and then he hurt his shoulder, and people thought because of that he's injury prone because those are apparently the same body part.
ACL, hand, head, arm.
So he just had the Matt Stafford thing going on. Everything.
Yeah.
Got to catch them all. Injuries.
A head cranial concussion, grade 3.
That sounds worse than a normal concussion? Question mark.
I don't know, man. That's what Google says.
Great. Expert research we have going on here at the Chatmendy channel. Oh, I didn't do the crappy name of the podcast. That isn't... welcome to the Julio. Please come to the Tennessee Titans. I'll give you $5 and I'll buy all your Falcons jerseys. Podcast.
27 minutes in.
Hey, listen, don't judge me. I'm my own man.
True. But Chatmendy is a community.
Now, as a Buccaneers fan, I want to know your opinions on Julio wanting to trade.
My opinion, get him out of the NFC and just keep him away. I mean, he has been good long enough to where I don't want him to be near Tampa again.
Do you remember a time where Julio wasn't demolishing the Buccaneers?
No, because we've never had a good corner other than Darrelle Revis for like 6 months. And he was
What about Brett
okay.
Grimes?
Yeah, Brett Grimes. He had that one pick on the Dolphins, and then everyone realized he kind of was like slower than like the average Tom Brady. And
He was like Richard Sherman before Richard Sherman.
well, yeah, kind of. I mean, Richard Sherman was at least locked in, but
Now, I think I'm going to speak for both of us when saying this. I think we probably both want Julio Jones to go to the Titans. Mostly because Gavin wants to make me happy, and he'd be happy that he doesn't go to the Patriots. Gavin doesn't like the
Yeah.
Patriots. For a
yeah.
second, I thought I was the Texans. I was like, when did I switch teams? Did I get fired?
Yes, you are the Texans. Hey, look, there's multiple opportunities for Julio Jones trades up at the top of that screen in your Oh, hey, they got another Julio Jones.
And Kyle Pitts is still here. Normally, all of the rookies are gone. They always leave. Richie Grant left, though. This defense, they built a defense for the first time in forever. Oh, wait, yeah, a real important thing. No! He's gone!
Oh.
We will now have a 10
They don't
second...
even have one.
We will now have a 10-second moment of silence for young Waku.
All right.
Anyway, let's check who won these Super Bowls, alright?
Did Julio Jones clones do anything?
I don't think so. If he was still in the Ravens, this one made the Super Bowl at least once. Lost the Bears, but he made it if he was still there. And
Justin Fields. Oh, so Zach Wilson won MVP that season, and Justin Fields won the Super Bowl.
Mac Jones won the MVP in this season. So we're living in fantasy land.
Preston Williams won Super Bowl MVP. What year was that?
Hey, listen, I love Preston. If I were to pull a golden ticket to where I can make a golden ticket card in Madden, I would make it Preston Williams, and you know it.
Yeah.
I'm a big Preston Williams mark. The Patriots went on a tear, by the way. As Jalen Hurts was the QB of the Titans. I doubt Julio was on these teams, but it's possible.
Well, I wonder when Bill handed over the keys.
To Mac Jones, probably the season after Cam Newton. Probably like that.
Well, no, just like to the franchise, because he's like 75 or something winning all these Super Bowls.
It's probably that one guy. Like, what's the guy name that they made up? Like McDaniels? Danielson? McDonald. Anyway, moving on.
Griffin Murphy,
that's it. I was thinking of their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, you were. I was wondering if you were trying to say that, if you're actually going for like the Madden coach.
I was going for the Madden coach. So, here's I think our final stance on Julio Jones. Not going to the Rams. I know the Rams will probably try their hardest to get him and pull some...
They'll give up 3 more first-round picks, but no.
Well, I wonder how much value a first-round pick 3 years from now has.
The Rams have 0 value to it.
Well, duh.
That much.
Let's see, this... They were going to be on 5 straight years without a first-round pick by the time they're done with the Matthew Stafford deal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
You know they want to keep that streak going. You know they don't.
So, all right. So, Niners is possible, but extremely unlikely. Like extremely, extremely unlikely.
Yeah,
Titans.
Pick stuff.
Titans is an outside shot, but they're still contenders in the race. The Colts are high contenders. The Ravens, in theory, should be right up in the upper echelon, but the Patriots are by far the favorites.
Yeah.
So, while we finish this out, I guess we'll give a little update on something we've talked about in the past. If you want to check out an old podcast, we started the Aaron Rodgers stuff. We will be talking about now, we'll transition into, what is going on with Aaron Rodgers. So, since the last time we've spoken about it,
He's in Hawaii.
He's in Hawaii, missing OTAs, which sent people wacko. He went on an interview on ESPN where he didn't really talk about anything. Is that about it?
Yeah, I think, yeah. There's also the 5 wide receivers missing from Packer OTAs.
Right, yeah. Lazard, MVS, Adams, and 2 others.
Funches, and Equanimous St. Brown.
They all skipped OTAs. And
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
yeah. I'm sure it's possible that they just didn't come because Aaron wasn't coming. The receivers. If it was planned, then
Really
I don't know why they
faith in Jordan Love.
Yeah, you know.
But another thing to point out, none of those wide receivers are under contract for the next year after this upcoming season.
Besides Amari Rodgers, he's the only one.
Yeah.
So I think I don't think I still don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be traded. I just don't think it's happening. At
He's
the
not
end,
retiring.
he might. That's more likely than him getting traded. Period. So, Aaron Rodgers, I think, is disgruntled, but I don't think he's the type of guy to sit out. There you go. Cool.
Going back to the OTA thing with the wide receivers, I think him missing OTAs and all these receivers missing OTAs with him really shows that he is going to come back and play. Because with all these guys being under contract for only one season, they don't see a point with working out with Jordan Love because they know Aaron Rodgers is going to be back for this upcoming season. So there's no point in doing that.
True. Also, I don't know what these receivers would have to gain from having this mass coup. Like maybe brotherhood in respect for Aaron Rodgers, but
Jake Kumburo.
At the end of the day, all 5 of these guys aren't going to go where Aaron Rodgers is going. I doubt a single one of them will even end up where Aaron Rodgers goes after this upcoming season. They could just it could be contract holdouts, considering none of them are going to be paid after the season. You don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why EQ would skip, considering he's been bad. Devin Funches is yet to even step foot on a Packers field.
Yeah, he sat out last year.
Yeah, and he had a torn ACL the year before that, I think. So he hasn't played football in 2 years.
Great for him.
Yeah, absolute stud. Yeah, what would Devin Funches have to gain from staying out for Aaron Rodgers? Respect of his teammates that he has a 1-year contract for, that he won't get signed in. This is probably the last year he's going to play football, for being honest.
Plus, whose respect is he getting? Other wide receivers that are fighting for the same job? Like,
If I'm being honest, the only player gaining anything from this, actually, the only player really getting hurt by this is Amari Rodgers, because he has no veteran leadership at wide receiver in OTAs. It's just him.
He is veteran leadership. Actually, no, Robert Tunyon's veteran leadership.
Hey, he's a native, so gotta love him.
Yeah.
We love Big Bobby. Hey, Gavin here knows someone that knows Robert Tunyon, so I mean, and that means I know someone that knows someone that knows Robert Tunyon, so
Really going down this chain here.
kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. Just saying, Chatmendy's pretty famous.
3 people as they slowly watch and cringe.
Pretty famous. I'm not saying I'm the next Stephen A. Smith, but like, you know, I might just be like a step above, you know, just it's like Stephen A. and then right above it it's Greg Chatmendy. It's like, you know,
Chatmendy is better.
do you think if we get like 10,000 subs, he'll do an interview for us?
I think we're gonna need a little bit more than that, my guy.
We're also probably gonna have to pay him.
We don't got that money.
I have like $25.
I could pitch in like 30.
Alright, contact that guy you know and ask him if Robert Tunyon will do an interview for $55.
$55 for a Robert Tunyon interview. Alright.
I feel like he'd be disrespected. We paid $55 for an NFL interview from a professional player.
This is the same preseason they had 10 years ago.
They've given up on cycling. Hey, but that Julio Jones guy's still here, and he's 33.
Hey.
Why does he look so weird? Like, I don't look at his jersey. Doesn't that look weird?
Hold up, that's a different wide receiver, I think.
Oh, they just brought in a new guy. Kyle Pitts is of course gone because it's 20 years down the road. This defense is yoked though.
The first one's last name was Tovar.
Oh look, Jack Youngblood. Oh, it's Jamal Youngblood.
Close enough.
This guy's name is Kyle. His name is Matt Kyle.
This defense looks kind of studded.
Besides the interior, which I don't know why they're not. Why don't they move their 308-pound Doug Vernon there? But you know, sure. You know, I'm gonna throw you one bone, Atlanta. I'll give you one help. I do this at least once per thing. I'll throw you a bone. Also, I don't know if I don't think I told you this, but since I am Arthur Smith, I'm using the Titans playbook, so it's not the Falcons playbook. So if we look at the stats of this season, here I'm gonna look who was in the slot, and I'm gonna look at the stats, and whoever that is probably got like 5,000 yards.
So Blades, look for Blades.
It's McCray actually was in the slot, a 33-year-old.
Why? We doing some Julian Edelman stuff here?
Yes, we just old man. So let's we won our division this time. We had 0 offensive yards and that's 19th in the NFL. 0 defensive yards and that's 14th. Damn.
Oh wait, we're at the beginning of the season.
Oh. Okay, well I'll check what Nolan McCray got last season. We are professionals. I just wanted to edit player, didn't I? Anyway, Aaron Rodgers, no get traded. Who else is there? Zach Ertz, right?
He'll probably get traded.
Look at Nolan McCray throughout his career. This is probably when he got in the slot, and this has been him since getting in the slot. Absolute monster. Anyway,
Has he been in Atlanta the entire time?
I have been in Atlanta.
Oh,
Wait.
he was on the Giants.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, what? Yeah, I have been in Atlanta. Have you not been? Hello? All right. Other players. Drew Lock. Why? Why is that
No.
even a question?
No, he's not getting traded. Gilmore brought up. I'm not sure what to think about that. It's the
Probably. He might get involved in the Julio Jones trade.
Jabril Peppers.
That's even a rumor? Oh,
No,
wait.
no. I was looking at what you're doing. You were going backwards, but Jabril Peppers won Super Bowl MVP.
Wait, Matt Patricia was coach of the year on the Vikings. So
You're going the wrong way again. All right, there you go. There you go.
I just really like looking at two teams. Sam Pitts, of course, brother of Kyle. And we're at the top. All right, cool. We have 10 more years, right?
Wait, hold up. Go back to 2023.
Okay.
I mean 2033 on there.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that Josh Allen on
The football team?
the football team?
Yes, it is.
All right. Just had to make sure. Just had to make sure real quick.
Hey, the football team saw their Ryan Fitzpatrick replacement. They knew Josh Allen was out as soon as the Bills signed Mitch Trubisky. All right, other star players that are rumored to get traded. Drew Lock's not a star, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I could just look up trade rumors, NFL, and
Probably
see
going to be
what
all
weird
Julio
stuff.
Jones. It's going to be entirely Julio. Oh, Jordan
True.
Love is not going to get traded. That would be.
That'd be
It would
dumbest thing I've
automatically
ever
make
seen.
the Packers pick the worst pick of all time for them if he never got a snap on a football field in a professional game.
Brandon Brooks, apparently.
No.
You got this new QB. Carson Wentz was beat up. Let's trade the best O lineman on the team.
Yeah, we just drafted Landon Dickerson, so let's just let's get him out of here. Who cares that our offensive line has injury issues? So he'll probably end up playing like week 3 anyway.
Hey. People also ask, will Bengals trade Odell?
What?
Will Bengals trade Odell? I think that one's a yes. The Bengals are obviously trading Odell.
I'm sure if the Bengals had a say in the matter, yes, Odell would be traded. Odell is a player that's rumored to get traded because he is every season. No, he won't be traded. It doesn't make sense for them to trade him. Duh. Is that everyone? Is that everyone willing?
That's Shane. I think that's how you. I don't know how you say your name. Good to be honest, but
The robot's talking to me and I don't know what it's saying.
I spelled his name wrong. It's
Shane Leckler? Vereen? Shane Top. Shane Velasquez.
Chad Johnson trade rumors NFL.
What?
Ah, yes.
So Gavin, do you think Chad Johnson's gonna get traded?
I'm gonna have to go for no on that one for right now.
I think he will be.
Alright.
I think the Jets are a contender there.
The Jets are always a contender.
But I
They're
think
always a contender.
most likely he'll be going to the Cardinals
Fair.
to play kicker.
Okay, that's a move, but whatever. We'll go with it.
What?
Chris Harris.
He's on the Chargers. He's their only corner. No.
That doesn't make sense.
No, not happening.
Yeah, that's basically all the trade rumors there is. Going back to the salary cap stuff, the Jaguars still have quite a bit of money. They decided to spend some of it on getting Tim Tebow,
who I've heard has been impressive throughout OTAs so far. I've heard. I've seen. I've heard. I heard Trevor Lawrence loves Tim Tebow. I don't know if that's because Tim Tebow's a great guy or because he's a good football player. That will remain to be seen. But have you seen a picture of him, by the way? He is yoked.
You know, he did what baseball players do.
He is ripped. Like, Jesus Christ. I saw one picture of him, his bicep looked like 2 feet wide, and I was like, what?
Some weird stuff went down.
Anything else interesting happened in football over the last couple of weeks?
Not really. I'm trying to pull up free agents.
The Bears might get sold.
The Bears and Chargers.
I think that Dan Snyder finally bought out the rest of the football team, so he's a complete owner of the Washington football team. Think, Greg, think.
Oh, Geno Atkins is a free agent.
So is Mitchell Schwartz and a corner. Casey Hayward.
Richard Sherman.
Okay, I think mine's a better corner, but alright. Oh, of course, the most important football news. Janoris Jenkins got his Rolls Royce stolen.
Okay.
The Jackrabbit got jacked.
I didn't realize Josh Norman's 34. Oh.
Josh Norman's still in the league?
Mm-hmm.
What team is he on? Wait, let me guess. The Giants.
Free agency.
Ah, damn. What was the last team he was on?
Buffalo. You know he got beat up by Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I've heard about that. But before that, was he on the Giants? I feel like he was on the Giants at some point recently.
I don't think he was on the Giants. He was on the football team for a second between the Panthers and the...
That's probably what I'm getting confused with.
Yeah. You could tell that we have ran out of stuff to talk about with Julio Jones, so we are now talking about diminished cornerback careers. This all goes back to Odell Beckham, but yeah.
On the Bengals, of course.
On the Bengals, yeah.
So can you read out chat to me? Chat was talking to me, but I didn't catch robot voice.
It was mostly just Teeks, and then this guy that I'm not gonna butcher his name said yo, and I tried to reply and spelled his name wrong.
We are professionals. Anyway, Lions won a Super Bowl. Yay, I've made the joke before. Some guy named Al Campbell, we're back in the 80s. He was the quarterback of the Falcons. The Titans won a Super Bowl with Sam Pitts, of course, as I said, brother of Kyle. Antoine Rodgers is the most Bengals quarterback name ever. Joe Kilgore, the next Packers great quarterback, will play 14 seasons and leave. Oh, Tampa. Wait. Oh, okay. I read that wrong. Hold on. I had him. Okay, so Tampa beat Tennessee in the Super Bowl, but I read the halfback as Philip Lindsay, but it's Philip Fields, and I was like, it's 2046. Why is Philip Lindsay still playing football, and why is he starting on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
That feels about right.
The Lions beat the Texans, and I'm sure is a battle of the ages. Raiders beat Birdmen, and the Saints beat Table Boys, as they still don't win a Super Bowl.
Fun for them.
All right. I appreciate you all being here. Of course, podcast every other Saturday. It used to be Friday. It might be Friday. Just expect it in between those 2 days. Every other day, you might get another bonus one whenever we can, if we feeling frisky. And, of course, anyways, this is Chatmendy.